Humans are yet to decipher the entire stretches and depths of the oceans, and this often makes one wonder what horrors lie beneath the waters, unknown to us. In this episode of Junji Ito Maniac, the Horror Maestro brings you a classic tale of deep ocean horror in the form of a mysterious creature. We'll be exploring the episode and also theorize on the deep sea monster, and be warned about a few spoilers along the way. Exploring the story behind a terrifying sea monster. This episode opens on an ominous note, with a narration by a young man who admits to having a very strange nightmare. He finds himself stranded in the middle of the sea, and in his dream he comes across this gigantic ancient fish which seems to have existed forever. It has grown to an obnoxious size, and somehow it doesn't quite fit in with the marine ecosystem of today's time. The very next scene cuts to a seashore where many people have gathered around a strange aquatic creature that has washed the shore. This massive creature almost resembles a giant whale, but there are certain features that baffle everyone around. The experts called to the site are wondering about the strange protrusions on its body, and the mouth has some tentacle-like features that have never been observed before. One of the scientists observing the monstrous creature believes that the protrusions were probably used as luminescence, just like the anglerfish. However, this would also indicate that the creature belonged to great depths in the oceans, where it is pitch black and some creatures require some form of luminescence to navigate. Meanwhile, the crowd of onlookers starts getting a bit too curious, and the experts summon the police to keep them away. Everyone is ordered to stay back and not touch the creature or interfere with the examination process in any way. The scientists can be seen discussing about the foul smell of the creature, which is probably a sign of decaying flesh, but they have no doubt that the discovery of such a unique form of aquatic life will be acknowledged everywhere, and they agree to fasten up the examination process. Among the crowd, a young woman faints from standing in the extreme heat, and a young man helps her up and takes her to a shelter nearby. From the voice of the young man, he seems to be the narrator whose words started the episode, and he comforts the young lady. He tells him how she came to the beach after hearing about the strange incident of the news. The young man admits that he fears and despises the ocean, and he is surprised to learn that the ocean-hating feelings are mutual. The young lady lost her fiancé 7 years ago when a ferry sank off the coast of Izu. Everyone on board had gone missing, and she has this strange belief that her fiancé is still out there somewhere. At this point, the original story had a crucial detail that the adaptation chose to ignore, and it could have been added to the creepy effect of the narrative. The original story suggests that Mai had recently started having nightmares about floating next to the people in the fateful boat, and terrifying sea creatures surround her in the nightmares. The young man realizes that he has the exact same nightmares, and it gives him an eerie feeling. Meanwhile, back at the site of examining the creature, the photographer ends up with a startling discovery. He can see humans inside the body of the creature through a small portion of transparent membrane, and he immediately draws the attention of the others. The scientists are shocked yet again because the humans are neither digested nor inside the intestines, and they decided to cut open the creature to take out the disease. Slicing through the body of the creature makes hundreds of human bodies pour out in clusters. However, a great shock awaits everyone waiting there. To their horror, they realize that the pale human bodies, which are almost zombie-like, are still alive. The young lady even recognizes her lost fiancé among the hundreds of bodies, but the man infers that these humans no longer retain the sanity or the essence of real human existence. They have survived inside a creature like a parasite, feeding off the gigantic aquatic beast, and now they start crawling around in a herd. The episode ends with a mysterious shot of the depths of the ocean, where we see a snap of the creature while it was alive. It could also be another similar creature that continues to exist in the sea. What was the undersea monster? Theorizing the origins. The short episode dwells largely on the monstrous tentacled sea creature, but the story doesn't really shed much light on its origins. It has been vaguely suggested that the creature has existed since the beginning of time, and this ancient entity has survived the tests of time. It is massive, almost the size of 2 blue whales put together, and given the fact that it stored hundreds of human bodies inside its body, you can imagine its dimensions. When it is shown at the end of the episode navigating the deep waters, we can see that the bulbous tentacles towards its head indeed act as luminous. It probably consumed the humans after the ferry capsized, or maybe the creature had an active role in capsizing the vessel. But why did the young man and the woman have dreams about a creature? It possibly could use the memories and knowledge of the consumed humans to reach out to those related to them. If the terrifying creature also knew the art of mind control, it only makes the beast scarier. One thing is for certain, it is never wise to dive into the deep, unexplored waters, because one may be clueless about the horrors lurking underneath. Were the parasitic humans dangerous? This is another important question that bothers us while watching the episode. The parasitic humans that pop out after the creature is sliced open are almost like zombies. Their pale bodies seem to be bloodless and they no longer have the defining human features apart from a basic humanoid structure. It is also worth remembering that these parasitic humans had sharp, jagged teeth that look like they had adapted to eating flesh. However, at no point do they actually attack the bystanders. In fact, we believe that the creatures lack the brain functions that would require them to hunt for food on their own. Could they adapt with time now that they are out in the open? Well, Junji leaves that for you to decide. These parasitic humans would die very soon in all likelihood without a host body, but such is the beauty of 9-minute episodes. Answers aren't exactly served on a plate. Marvelous verdict. A memorable creature feature to savor. A creature feature in a Junji episode is probably nothing out of the ordinary, but the uniqueness and peculiarity of the creature in question here will make you take notice. The story arc is relatively short, only about 8 minutes, but the narrative weaves such a maze of mysteries that you will spend hours afterward trying to find some answers. Do check out this intriguing and creepy anime anthology series on Netflix, and watch out for this particular episode to give you the jitters. Please let us know in the comments below about your thoughts on the episode and your potential theories about the creature. Do watch out for more of these bizarre episodes explored on our channel.